Love and light, guys. This is Shavanna, or just love light, knowing that those are the exact same things for sure. This reading here, we're going to do for the fire signs, air signs, the water signs, and earth signs. So we're going to do this for the full moon in Virgo coming up August 9th. Of course, Virgo is definitely a great energy. This is going to be a very important new moon for me. After losing my friend, I've kind of lost my way a little bit. I had a lot of time to grieve, a lot of time to get over it. Now I got to get back into the swing of things. So this new moon in Virgo is definitely going to help me do that. She's great at helping you get organized. That's what she wants you to do. She wants to help you get your life better. You do that by, making sure you're clean and your house and environment's clean. A great time to detox. This is just a way of kind of looking at your processes and saying, okay, where can we do something better? Not that we're doing anything wrong, but where can we do something better? And come up with those processes. Now, the next couple days are definitely the days you want to start planting those seeds of intention for your reorganization, basically, of everything you've earned and worked through that's happened all through since the beginning of the year, all the changes, all the traumas, I could say that. So much going on in the world right now with this ascension and the new earth coming. And, right along with your guardian angels and guides, that now that we've kind of found your way, I found my way, and we definitely just let's see how we can set this up better. So I know what I'm going to be doing. I'll be setting my intentions to get better organized and more disciplined. Definitely when the full moon comes, I'm going to be shedding this grief and shedding my bad habits, that aren't really serving me, and that's a good time for you to do that. We'll be discussing that closer to the full moon. But this is today, setting your intentions, and just, to become, how do I want to put it? It's just more organized, becoming an efficient, practical, all things kind of earthly, because that's what Virgo is. She's Queen Earth. And also about, this is a good time with this new moon as well, is, I know there's a lot of us, there's just certain questions, we always ask our cards, we ask our guides, we're in meditation, looking for signs, answers, and synchronicities, and we're just not getting the answers. Well, a lot of times we're not meant to have the answers. And the readers too, we do everything for the highest good. And sometimes that's divine timing, sometimes that means you shouldn't know. Let's just ride through it. There's no reason to know. But Virgo is going to be giving you answers to some of those questions. So it's a good time to think about what those would be. Anything that's been eluding you, something you feel like in the back of your neck, just like, I know there's a secret, I can't get the answers, I want that answer. Set those on the path as well. But you have to be prepared to hear what is going to be revealed. So keep that in mind. And with that said, we are going to start with fire signs, and the decks that I'm using are, and we're going to pull this for energy. We know it's the Virgo energy, we know the moon, new moon, but we're going to see what else is being brought to the universe for the fire signs. But it's the Barbieri Zodiac Oracle. I'm going to be using that to pull the overall energy. And then I'm going to be using the Good Tarot by Colette Baron Reed for our general read. And keep in mind, this is a general read for the fire signs for the new moon in Virgo on September 9th. I think I said August 9th. It was September 9th, pardon me. And then I'll be pulling down clarifiers as needed from the Lost Tarot of Nostradamus. This is a new one for you. Both decks are new. I cannot wait to use them. I'm super stoked about this. And I'm glad to be doing this readings for, the collectives, meaning fire signs first, and then we'll go on to Earth. So what is the energy for the new moon in Virgo for fire signs? What is the energy for them to set their intentions, plant their seeds, to get a more perfect process. Now, we know perfect is hard to obtain, and Virgos, they like that. But you know what? Coming close ain't bad. Coming close ain't bad. Okay, what do we want to do for energy? For fire signs. And then I'll pull a card. We have Jupiter. Very, very good. That is a great energy for this new moon in Virgo. Having Jupiter anywhere is great. Alright, so you know, I say Jupiter's like that planet of luck and here. Hold on, guys. Guess what? I'm trying to get organized. New moon is going to definitely do this. I have been on my head since my friend's death, and this could not be coming. The timing of it is perfect for me. I need this help from the universe. For sure, it has been tough, tough, tough. And Jupiter, of course, is associated with the Roman god, ruler of heaven and earth, thought of as fair and just protector, and Jupiter is often thought of as a planet of luck and expansion. The desire to understand the bigger picture, to prosper, and to experience joy are a big part of Jupiter's influence. Optimism, faith, and spirituality plays roles in these issues. So basically, you know, as you're setting your intentions, just make sure you're being optimistic, that you are keeping into your spirit and centered in yourself spirituality as well. You know, it talks about luck, but it also talks about, you know, Jupiter talks about expansion. So how we are setting our intentions and getting more efficient and organized, how, you know, the energy is how this is going to expand our capabilities, expand the things that we can be doing, or will be doing, or could be coming up in the future to do. So on the 9th, Jupiter Jupiter is coming out of Virgo and into Libra. So that is great. It'd be super great for it to be in Virgo too, but it is cusping, so it's going to be pulling some of that Virgo energy right along with it. But to think about it in Libra is fantastic. And let's see. You know, I'm looking this up here so we can get some good information. Jupiter is the destiny-changing planet. It's transiting in Libra on the 12th, so it is still in Virgo. Yeah, it comes in on the 12th of September. So it comes in 3 days later. But since it's cusping, and I had to pull to kind of look at where this actually was, we're going to read up about this and see, because it's going to be moving us forward. You know, Jupiter's about moving us forward. So let's see. So Jupiter in Libra will influence everyone, as Jupiter is considered the teacher of heaven who rains wisdom on us. It gives you all your knowledge about, your spirituality, everything, your fortune, your wealth, your heart, prosperity, power. It is ruled by Venus and is the Lord planet of Sagittarius and Pisces. So basically, I mean, just in a nutshell, having Jupiter as the energy for this new moon in Virgo sign, and us, coming together as how we're going to make our lives just a little bit better. Finding that strategy that's going to become more of like a daily process for us that just betters us and what we have earned and worked for and received abundantly and in total blessings and gratefulness. And I couldn't be more grateful for the life I've had this year, especially. And Jupiter being the extra energy behind this reading for the fire signs, Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. With it being Jupiter just means pretty much anything. So whatever you're setting your intentions for, if it's the intentions for, they want you to do the earthly things, becoming more organized so that you can produce more, or that it benefits your marriage or your family, your overall well-being, increasing yourself in spirituality, knowledge, education, everything. It's just anything you want, you get. So whatever you set your intentions for, it's almost telling you don't have to be specific. This energy is telling you there's nothing specific. We're telling you we're going to, whatever you set your intentions for, fire signs, we got your back. So that is lucky. Yay! So also, we're going to start pulling our tarot here for you fire signs. Yes, I like to I live in the mountains, so I like to pull and pick up rocks along the way, and a lot of times we do find like the smoky quartz and a lot of the river rocks, the spotted ones that are special, like a jasper here that I pulled off of a riverbed. I like to pull them natural myself if I can find them. Oops. Let's just set Jupiter up a little bit better. There you go, Jupes. And that's the 18 card. Of course, 1 and 8 is 9, and 9 is coming to the completion. And I think that's exactly what's going on for a lot of us from the process we've had this year. We have come to the place to where all of our thoughts and intentions have manifested. We've had to readjust. We've had to accept some hard lessons and changes, and as we're seeing things clean up, we are having to accept that some of those come with loss, such as myself, breakups. Just the world is changing. Everything is changing for everybody, and if it's not for your highest good, it's gonna change. If you're seeking the life you would like to have, the universe is answering, and this year it has answered big time for a lot of people I know, and for me. So I'm going to pull the fire signs. So this is for setting intentions for this new moon in Virgo fire signs. What can you do? So I have the 5 of Earth. Pulling one at a time and talk about them, because I feel like sometimes we get a little lost, and I think it'll kind of help too. Recognize here 5 of Earth. These are beautiful cards. I really, really love them. So this is talking about alternative forms of abundance, the illusion of lack or overlooked treasures. All is not as it seems. So this is a time to look again A change in perception can bring into focus the results I sought, just in a different form than expected. I am called to move away from poverty consciousness and open my eyes to treasures before me that are suddenly illumined. The illusion of wealth gives way to true abundance. There is no need to fear that the rug will be pulled out from under you. What you draw attention to grows, so count your blessings and realize that you have far more than you thought. You have come so far in your quest for building up what you were needing, what you were wanting, and even more opportunities for experiencing abundance await. So basically, this card is talking about almost how you're seeing yourself in your life and how things have come about up to now. It's almost asking you to kind of live in the illusion that you're monetarily wealthy. You know you're wealthy in other ways. You have family, great friends, a great job, or whatever brings you abundance, whatever makes you feel fulfilled. I'm grateful every single day. I am a fire sign, so I am definitely guilty of this lately, where I am feeling like that I'm just too cash poor, you know, and maybe living a process of not acknowledging that maybe the fact is kind of what is going to bring about a process of changing that. And there are some unexpected ways coming to us, fire signs, Sagittarius, Leo, Aries, of making those money. So if something just comes to light all of a sudden that could be a fiscal opportunity or something that could possibly turn into a fiscal opportunity, grab that opportunity. The universe is on your side. You got Jupiter there, so you can't fail. They're right behind you in the Virgo, stabilizing energy, earth energy, the 5 of earth. This is great. This is super great. So get into that mindset that you can do anything. You don't have to kind of wear your circumstance, your situation right now. Kind of be in an illusion of yourself, of having what you're wanting as far as money. So don't act like you're poor, act like you're extremely wealthy. Start setting those intentions and watch for those synchronicities, those illuminated signs of what they're trying to bring to you that's going to be a little outside the box, so don't be afraid of that. And that's kind of weird for it being Virgo, but it's not weird for the fire signs. So grab that opportunity as it comes to you, for sure. All right, now we are going to pull our second card. And this is for our fire signs. New Moon in Virgo, September 9th. I am so excited about this new moon. I did plant my seeds, and literally planted my seeds in little scarlet o'haras and my moon flowers, and they are growing. I planted them so late I was afraid they weren't, but they grow, they're growing, and I'll show them to you in a video here in a little while. Alright, so, okay, that's too many. And sometimes I like to put those kind of things in action too, like actually just doing something like planting seeds, starting a new project, something, you know, just putting movement to things. That's what the new moon is all about. Helping you focus your mind on those things that need to change. Like I said, Virgo, she's right there. She's like your organizer. She's your professional, clean up, organizing person. She wants your life to be more better, more special. Oh, I've got cards flying out everywhere. They want to talk. I'm going to shuffle just a few more times, guys, and then we'll get the second card out. You know, and what I would recommend too is everybody, and I'm going to tell everybody this, pull your natal chart, get to know yourself, and understand a lot of things about yourself you may not be understanding, where your planets are lined up in the houses, how they're interacting with one another, will tell you a load of things. A load of things. I recommend that to everybody. Totally. All right. So now we have the Empress. And she's perfect because, you know, this is the time of harvest. Mabon will be happening at the end of this month, which will be almost like a total moon cycle by the time Mabon comes around. And with the Empress, this is also just bringing you abundance. You know, universe, fire signs, wants to bring you abundance. These processes you're putting yourself in place for are just going to catapult your life exponentially. It's going to bring those things to you that you feel you're lacking, and the truth is you're really not. All you have to do is think about it. What you think manifests, what you think becomes. And that's what the Empress is reminding you of. She is the wonderful, wonderful card energy of just harvest, of bringing everything in to you. What a great card. I'm just going to read this here. Oh yeah, she's great. And it is funny that, you know, the Empress is not funny. There shouldn't be at all, really. The Empress is coming out in the Virgo because, you know, she is the mother card. She's the creation. I mean, like, especially if they're starting that, they're going to bring something to you that's a little outside the box. That's going to increase yourself as far as wealth or where you feel you're lacking. She is doubling up on that energy as far as new beginnings. And how wonderful. My goodness, fire signs. Great. This is wonderful for this new moon. I mean, I'm jazzed. I can't even wait for it to be the night. I'm going to be working all weekend long, setting my intentions, cleaning my house. I'm going to be doing a little detoxing, writing these things down, my processes for my, new discipline, getting back on track with my channel since the death of my friend. I mean, this is a great time for this to be happening for all of us. Okay, so this is a wonderful time. And this is what it says in the book, to give birth to new ideas and experiences. Nourishment is assured as I step into new versions of myself. My life is rich and ripe with possibilities that I can manifest and create. I'm a powerful co-creator, and life loves me right now. My world is brimming with potential and infinite possibility that will manifest for the highest good. And that's exactly how we started this whole thing. And Jupiter back there, guys, just anything you want. This new moon is like, gosh, you know, you have the richest person in the world saying, I'll give you whatever you want. You can have whatever you want. And that's what the universe is telling you as well with this new moon. Just set those intentions, people, and hey, it's yours. It's yours. How exciting. I don't even feel like I need to pull clarifiers. They're so good and clear. I mean, they're just clear. There's a bell. Okay. Oops. I'm just going to pull this one as, I think people want to jump on it big time. If there is a main focus for the fire signs, where would the main focus be? For the fire signs, for this new moon in Virgo, where is their main focus be? The universe would like to see the fire signs do with this new moon energy in Virgo. 2 jumped out. This is where they would like for you to focus your attention. Wow. Oh my God, guys. Queen of Earth, and this being the Earth, Virgo, and King of Earth. How freaking exciting is that? You have got a pair, and I have got chills. This is, even though we have high Earth energy, and that is obvious, you know, for the new moon in Virgo, coming into Virgo season. You know, I just kind of want to set them up. I'm sorry, they need to be shown. The King and Queen. This is exciting, guys. See, to me, this is about love, and sure, we need to. And even if they're talking about how we may not feel like we're abundant in love, it's wanting us to acknowledge that yes, you are, and feel that you are, and get that energy that you do deserve it. You are worthy, because that's what we're going to bring to you. We have the King and the Queen of Earth with the Earth energy. Jupiter's backing that up with its luck and prosperity and expansion. Really expand your mind into receiving whatever it is that you want to receive. Right here they are speaking of love. Look at the couple. Look how beautiful they are. The King of Earth and the Queen of Earth. How wonderful. They came out, they jumped out of the deck when I asked what if there was, because they're saying, hey, whatever you want. It's like the candy store here. You know, if you wanted them to set a focus for their intentions for this new moon, what would it be? And out popped the Queen and King of Earth. And I got such chills. That was so exciting. All right, so let's read about this Queen. Prosperity in its purest form. Concrete results in the physical world, abundance made manifest. I recognize the many forms of abundance and plenty, and I align myself with success. I can generate gold from the resources I have at my fingertips. I make an impact. The essence of prosperity is taking form in the material world. Next. Read about this King. Now, for me, I still don't take it as financial, and that's mostly because there's just, for me, it's really it's about, as far as we need to believe in love. We need to believe that that is coming for us, that the universe wants that for us. These energies here are about materializing that and solidifying that by coming up as a couple, trying to tell you in a concrete way, in an earthly way, something you put your hands on, that this is for you. This is coming. If you're a male, you have a queen. If you're female, you have a king. Or you could just see it as a couple. Put yourself in a place to where you know you can, if you haven't a love in your life or somebody you would like to couple up with, what's going to put you there? What's going to put you in a position of getting closer to them, of getting to know them? If you're in a relationship and you want to improve it, what do you need to do to make that better, to make it stronger, more abundant? The Queen is just telling yourself to make sure you just put yourself in a place where when you're manifesting that it can come true. I mean, don't put yourself, say you want love or romance or to meet somebody or date and never come out of your house. You know what I mean? That works against any energy you're putting out in the universe to help you manifest what you need and want. So don't do that. And the King of Earth is enterprising, philanthropy, ability to attract, abundant wealth, magnanimous, conscious manifesting, and a reliable leader. I have trust and faith in the invisible and know it will manifest in the realm of form the way I need it to. Opportunity can be found anywhere and everywhere. Because I am component and committed, I am ready for abundance to manifest now in the world of conditions in a form that is aligned with my highest good. I manifest all that I desire, consciously aware of the need to stay focused and grounded in the everyday work required. So the king to me is telling you, she's asking you to kind of make sure you're placing yourself where you need to, but stay grounded in that. Don't lose, and I have to tell you, this has affected my life as well. Don't lose yourself in the process of getting love, that your everyday life is starting to suffer, and that has definitely happened to me in my life recently. It's gotten a little bit out of control. All of a sudden I'm finding all of my time going into that manifestation, that the rest of it's kind of falling away. So now how do I correct that? You know, that's what this king is asking you to do. Let's go ahead and pull some clarifiers here for everybody in regards to this. Say, okay, this is what we want for you, this is what we're bringing for you, but in this process, and believe, don't work so hard at it, I guess is what they're saying, because they want to bring it to you. Set yourself up in a good process. You can have whatever it is that you want. Set yourself up, put yourself in a place to receive it, but do not lose your stability. Keep your feet on the ground. Keep this going in a positive aspect while you're trying to manifest whatever it is that you're manifesting. For me, this couple is about love. And that's the focus. They are trying to bring that to you in fruition. They are wanting this to stop. You know, still believe in the fact that your thoughts are bringing about what you desire, but that they are ready as well to manifest that into physical form and become something tangible, something that you can reach for, something that is now out of the mindset of just thought into what is real. All right, so we have the 6 of Suns and the 3 of Moons. Now this is new Nostradamus Tarot. And then we have the Page of Suns. So these decks, guys, I have just got, so we're going to be reading from them, and we're going to be learning these things as together. I've worked with this just a little bit. I'm becoming more and more familiar and just tying into them and doing my own channeling on this deck here. This is absolutely brand new to me, just got cleansed and ready to use for this new moon reading. And my hair is everywhere. So we're going to start with that 6 of Suns. This is definitely a different tarot. All right. So it's funny because this deck comes with, and there's the book that it comes with. Inside with that tells you the explanations of each card will come with a couplet or couplet from an original quatrain of Nostradamus. So this one on the 6 of Suns says, the larger force will be driven from the road, scarcely much further will it be pursued. So the essential meaning of this card, and that would be this one. This is the 6 of Suns. So the essential meaning of this card is victory. And the most of the older iconology suggests that this generally in the form of a triumphal leader riding home from war to the accompaniment of enthusiastic celebration. Here, a kingly figure rides at the head of his triumphal army. The earliest interpretations of this card had much to do with servants and date from a time when everyone had a household to care for their every need. This reflects the necessity for mutual support, especially between those who keep the household running and homecoming champions. So this is the card for those who maintain your home or the home, who care for family, who help to keep it up on even keel. It can also suggest the imminent arrival of someone with a message of hope or goodwill. And that is where that page is coming in. We have someone coming with a message of hope and goodwill, guys. You are a good team leader. You may find yourself revered and placed in a position of increasing strength and reliance. For me, this card in association with this energy here with the King and the Queen in regards to love is speaking of teamwork, how you two could work together as a team, making sure that the person you're lining up with, or even at least representing yourself as somebody who is a good, what I call a good helpmate. Now, that doesn't mean like be of financial, but it could be of my strengths lie that this is where I'm good with. This card is representing that very home earth bound energy. For you fire signs, maybe the person that is coming into your life or that is in your life now, or one that you're already in a relationship with, if it's already in a relationship with, you may be struggling with your side of the bargain, your side of the contract. This energy is basically, with the new moon, is going to help you set your intentions to improve that, so that your king can continue to go on and do what he does outside of the home. He needs his helpmate to run things while he's gone. Make sure that you set those intentions of what you know you need to do to become a better component of the team in your romantic relationship, whether it be marriage or otherwise. That's what this card for me is saying. If you're married, now if you're not married and you're with somebody, it's almost the same energy, or it's just warning you of something like to be mindful of, and just keep growing and increasing that. Just remind yourself where you are important in the teamwork aspect of your relationship, because that is going to be a component in what brings you two together, or brings you two together closer, or makes this more into a stable, a long-term relationship. You have to show yourself as somebody who will be a good helpmate, who will work to their end of the contract and fulfill that, and be somebody that helps bring victory to an everyday situation, to any situation. That you are somebody that will have their back on the things that they need somebody to have their back on. As couples, too, when we're partnered with somebody, it's not just all about love. It is all about, and me, I have this thing with love that I will be explaining in a video that I have already done. I'm editing it. It's about how we interact on this earthly realm. Those are a lot of times what makes and breaks a relationship. Even if you love each other, absolutely. You could even just make the one little mistake of saying, okay, well, this is how I'm going to handle myself, and it just completely throws apart your relationship. But right here, that's not what they're talking about. This is all about support and bringing and giving and abundantly, just ginormous, bringing you expansion. They want you to expand as a person, expand as a potential partner, expand as a helpmate, expand yourself so it brings you everything you want, because this is the candy store. Virgo, this new moon of Virgo is the candy store for the fire signs. And if you're super single, what it's saying is the person that's going to be coming into your life, but I'm getting little messages here. Okay, the person that is coming into your life is someone, or who they are setting aside for you fire signs, is somebody that does do travel. He is a traveler. He is a worldly man, and whether it be for business or he travels. He needs somebody that is going to be somebody he knows that will either accompany him, have that ability, and or handle the things he needs handled while he is gone. These are core things this person is looking for. So what she's telling you is to align yourself, the Queen, align yourself to receive. You know, put yourself in the path. This is her message to you. This card is the energy of like the homemaker, somebody who is the good teammate, the helpmate, just the other side of the coin on how things, the machine of a relationship and the success and the abundance that comes to those who work together go. And this is what she's saying. Align yourself in this position. So if you haven't already met this person, you are already in appearance, again saying, put yourself into the appearance of having what you feel you lack. And if this is something that is working on some of you fire signs, or something you would want to work out, you have low self-esteem about, you want to boost yourself up, saying, yes, I am these things. I can be those things. I have been those things. I just haven't been those things because I haven't had anybody in my life. You may want to start representing yourself in this way that he knows he could continue on providing or just manifesting his own life dreams as well as what you're doing. They're kind of telling each other the same thing. He's telling you, but while doing that, don't lose yourself. You know what I mean? And she's saying, put yourself in this position so that you can give him confidence. So make sure that you're just placing yourself or putting yourself in the appearance of what you already know and what you're already capable of. If this is something that this partner of yours may be insecure about, you're going to need to put them in to some security with just your actions. This earthly energy is all about actions and strategy and how you're going to put that together. These two are trying to bring you guys together. All right, now we also have I was going to pull that, but I was going to pull a card, but I didn't need to. They just came out and told me instead. Amazing. All right, so now we're going to go to this, which is also kind of expanding, and we'll use that word expansion, expanding this King and Queen of Earth energy that came out when I asked what the universe or your guides wanted you to particularly focus on. And here is that Three of Moons, and if you see how illuminated this angel is, and we did speak about look for the synchronicities and signs and things that just that are illumined like this. Like if you turn around and look and something just catches your eye, or just look out for those messages. And that is what this is also bringing there, this guardian angel here. Also, and there's that page as well we'll read about, because it's also talking about the message, and this is, you know, the message is that this person does bring good tidings and just hope, you know, that there is hope, that for those especially who just have been single for a long time and this person comes along, it does give you back your hope that love is out there for you. This is for you. Finally, you found someone you connect with. Universally, cosmically, with them coming out like that together, along with the Empress, we got a lot of this 9 energy. And 11. I just noticed that. This is twin flame. Oh, this is twin flame. This is twin flame. That's why they really want you to focus. Really want you to focus on this. This is your person is coming. Oh, these cards are beautiful. Oh, that's wonderful, guys. I just caught that. I didn't even notice. I'm so new to this deck. I'm trying to wrap my hands around it. I'm sorry about that glare over there. But, yeah, the page. 11. Nice, fire signs. Let's read about this moon, and we're going to read about that page. Then we'll go, we'll pull one last card. So this is the Three of Moons. Oh, is that stone there? This is the Nostradamus. I just love that loomed. They're just like speaking to you, like they're speaking through these. I mean, they're just, everything is just being almost like repeated. If that isn't enough validation. All right, so the Three of Moons. Its couplet here says, the land will be under the influence of the lunar globe, during which time Mercury will be dominant. So this angel from the Lost Book celebrates the power of the creative impulse. I'm going to just switch this over here so you can see. We're going to learn about these cards together. Okay. It blows a great trumpet over the world while holding a pen made from a bird feather in the other hand. The image is stark, but brings with it all the reverence for and fear of the power that creativity held for the people of the Nostradamus' time. Words could be used like weapons. Both could inspire and seduce. Music could celebrate the glory of creation, but dancing was considered lascivious. The works of great artists could depict both the glories of heaven and the terrors of hell. If you're a creative person, this is your card. It celebrates your success, supports your vision, and inspires you to even greater heights. That expansion. It encourages pleasure and enjoyment, mirth, and if you have been ill, points the way to recovery and healing. Reversed, which we don't do reversed here, is less cheerful. Of course, that would be obvious, but like I said, this one talks about your success, supports your vision, inspires you to even greater heights. It has to do with celebration more than anything else. It's just this is going to be a wonderful, beautiful relationship. If you're creative, it's telling you, whatever else you're manifesting outside of this twin flame happening is just plain joy. They are, you guys, you have everything. You have anything you want. She's just saying make sure you line yourself up to know what this one might be looking for. You never want to change yourself for anybody. But if it's something you know that you need to change or could be changed for the best, then do that. He's asking you to keep your feet on the ground while you're pursuing him, and don't get too lost in your process. Be sure to just stay grounded. This queen here, she does, as you can tell, she's kind of looking away from that. That's not bad. She's looking into the light. It's almost, it's cute. It's just make sure you stay focused. You know what I mean? On whatever you're setting your intentions for. They're wanting you to focus on love, if you would, make that a part of it. And it's important to you to start making your person or this person, or representing yourself in a way that gives this person confidence that you will be, because of he's such a world traveler. He is a man who needs a partner for sure. You are his twin flame. You are his partner. You two are going to be bringing to each other great, wonderful things, especially if you're in the music, arts, or creativeness. there are no boundaries. You start your process, you manifest it, this Virgo new moon, you come up with that process and stick with it, and they are just going to take that to the next level, to the ninth power. To the ninth power. That's what this is talking to you about, and telling you also about words. And the only thing I can say about this is also, a lot of people who do spend time apart, your communication is a lot through via email or texting. Make sure you just keep when you're in this relationship and or trying to bring it about. If you've already met this person and you're trying to get it more solidified, more permanent, make yourselves a couple, just be careful for me, this is what's just coming to me. The next 30 days, this whole moon cycle, basically, from new moon to new moon, is going to be super important about nailing down this relationship. Making sure that you're not appearing to be poor in some way that is important to him, that you know that you're not. So make sure you're representing yourself. You have that appearance, even if it hasn't in manifestation yet. And through this process, you're going to come up with a strategy and a way to make that into fruition, to be something that materializes in its daily process, something that he'll be able to see and be tangible with. And on top of it, keeping yourself balanced and grounded enough not to lose all the other things that you're working on, to keep your creative mind working and going, and look for those illuminated signs and synchronicities. But this is also saying to me, and it is a 3 of moons, just be mindful in how you are communicating. Sometimes some things you say can be extremely powerful. If we could be specific about signs, and that could be something I will pull some cards on to see what signs we may be looking towards as far as who's coming to us, this twin flame love. Because words can do more damage. They are powerful. They can improve your situation or they can implode it. So be mindful of that as you're communicating with this person, and when you meet this person, how you end up communicating essentially. When you figure out if this person's not in your life and they come into your life, obviously it's going to happen fairly quickly. Definitely within this next 30 days. Just kind of get to know them. Pull their astrological sign. Kind of get to, unless you pull their natal chart and look at their houses, and even then, you still have to interact with somebody. And if he's traveling a lot, or if you two are away from each other space-wise, as far as you don't live in the same state, or you're a few hours away from each other, you're not going to have that normal relationship. That's why it's so important for him to know that at home, you're somebody that can be trusted to fulfill your end of the bargain, your end of the contract. He needs that beyond anything. Of course, this King of Earth does seek love, absolutely. But just be mindful of your words, what you're writing. When you get upset, how you're communicating and how you're representing yourself is super important as well. And now let's look at this page. He's got a basket, he's ready to receive, and he has focused on a path. Now this is what I'm seeing from this card. I'm still looking at our daydreaming queen, which I imagine if this queen is with this king and he travels a lot, or they're in separate states or doing whatever, that she is doing a lot of daydreaming. But her daydreaming is bringing, if you notice, the sun is shining down. All her thoughts are kind of what is bringing this into manifestation. She is calling her divine masculine. And there's the butterfly, the white, pure, the sun, the earth, She's beautiful. The ivy just abundantly growing. She is the one manifesting this. She's called her divine masculine in. So you divine feminines have definitely called this person in. All this work you've done, he is there. He's coming. He is coming this month, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely. Now let's see what this page is trying to say. I know it's a message of hope. And this will be the Page of Suns. Pardon me as we're doing this, because this is the first time I'm using this, and we're doing this, and I'm learning this Nostradamus deck, and I've always been pulled to this one and just never got it, and I just did have the pull to get it. I couldn't even walk away from it, and so we're going to be learning this one together. Page of Suns. And this is an original quatrain. $8.57. A simple soldier will attain an empire. He will graduate from a short tunic to a long robe. The character of the Page of Suns is that of an artless, sometimes overly candid person who speaks first and thinks afterwards. A lot about this Three of Moons, guys. For all this, he or she is probably a genius. Someone who has such a rapid and intuitive grasp of a skill or situation that they can appear cleverer than they actually are. The page is often the bearer of news, generally of a fabulous and extraordinary kind, and can also be a message as well as a messenger. Although, as with all four pages in the deck, we have attributed no specific character to the card, it could represent any genius or extraordinary person with whom we have come into contact. Historically, we may think of Leonardo da Vinci or Michelangelo, a wayward genius who changed their world, but were difficult and at times dangerous men. This is often seen as the card of the follower, the fan who echoes the skill of knowledge of the person they admire without actually embodying it. You may find yourself in the presence of someone who speaks with great brilliance, or find yourself, may be such a person yourself, but beyond the honey-eyed words may lie a youthful uncertainty. There you go. For me, this talks about that communication, guys. Especially with this one talking about the moon with Mercury. Mercury is, of course, our planet of communication. Super important now. This is what I'm hearing, guys. Even though this person here has gone through all their processes, okay? He's changed his life and put himself in a nice position where he is. He's extremely proud of everything, and to you he looks charismatic, strong, and confident, and yes, he is all those things, but you know what, he is also underneath all of that sensitive. He's been through his pains. He has and is continued to grow through some past situations. As you can see on his face, it is worn a little with age and worn a little with his experiences. So be mindful of your communication. This probably goes for both of you, but there is this emphasis for him, and it's funny that these two are looking in the same direction. So I'm going to say, Queens, be careful, because and that's just what came to me by noticing that these two were looking away from the king. Which, if he's not somebody that can be in your everyday life, you wouldn't necessarily be able to look at him every single day. You have to see him in a world that most people can't do, if that makes sense. Most people don't have this capability of seeing their person in front of them every single day with not having them in front of them every single day. Be careful of what you're saying, how you're saying it. Be mindful of who this person is. He does have that, so he's, he's putting up his little airs as well about who he is as a person, so that he can present himself to you in a way that makes you confident. But be mindful underneath all that strength and brilliance, and don't fall into his way of communicating. Keep in mind, he is an older man. He is a man who will speak his mind, because he feels very strongly that he needs to be able to communicate in that way with you, in order to not lose himself on some level. But the bad thing is you're going to have to be mindful, even if you're this type of person as well, and it's kind of indicating that you might be, you're going to have to expand yourself in that area. You need to expand yourself in your area of communication, so that you, as an anchor to this person who doesn't get to have too much of an anchor, and that's what he's looking for his queen to be, that you're not stepping on his confidence. Because if you step on his confidence or his self-esteem or any level of doubt or trust, especially within these first 30 days, or you think these next 30 days after you plant your intentions and do all these things, he is going to be, you don't want him to run. There's always a runner in a twin flame situation, so you don't want him to run. You guys want to come together and get glued together, so you can start working on the things that you need to work on. He's going to be doing that for you automatically, with just having him, trying to get him to come together with you by expanding yourself in your communication, expanding yourself in your sensitivity, while he's away, keeping this kind of mindset going for you. So he's already doing that for you, queens, the divine feminines that coming out of this twin flame reading turn out to be this twin flame and the new moon in Virgo reading. That's awesome, with the Jupiter and the Empress. Oh my God, you guys, it's so great. The Five of Earth, fives in this deck are not anything that is troubling. It actually takes on more of that five in spirituality number, as far as just putting into position of things that can grow. And so, as you can see with that, with her hand right there, she's literally coming right out of that tree. Yeah, that, all this illumination, look at that there. It's really shining on the feminine on this one, guys. The illumination is coming on to the feminine. This is you called your divine masculine, so you are going to definitely have to do the work here on making sure you guys come together and get grounded in your as a couple and in your relationship. So make sure that you know that that's what's going on. This is just what that messenger said. I mean, I'm not even having to pull clarifiers, guys, because they're telling each other that the cards are just coming out in sequence, answering the next question. So I'm so in love. Look at that. Love. So in love, so in love, so in love. Okay, so, you know, let's pull. Let's pull. I'm just going to see whatever they pull out of this last, as a last message. Well, okay, let's do like this. Let's make it a message from your guides in regards to this new moon in Virgo for the fire signs, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. This turned out to be the focus. I mean, even though this is Candyland, you guys do what you want. I mean, maybe you already have a perfect love, or you just want to concentrate on your career, or hey, I want to organize my life better, my home life, be better relationship with my family, whatever that is, because it's saying it's Candyland. Whatever Jupiter is like, lay it out, give it to me, it's yours, and I'll give it to you in times 9. You know, just lay it out there, set your intentions. Of course, we always know you have to take some movement towards those intentions for them to even manifest. You just can't write it down and walk away. The universe is going to laugh at you, and you won't get anything. So that Jupiter energy will then now be wasted. And what? And who does that, right? Who would do that? Don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah. So this turned out to be what they're saying is that we would really like, but you know what? For those of you out there that are in a marriage, or you know, or this is twin flame. This is your twin flame. So either you're in the twin flames life, you guys are in separation, or that you are in each other's lives, or just moving into each other's lives. They really do want you to focus that, because the twin flame journey is super important to this movement going on with this new earth. And I'm not surprised that that's where they want you to focus you, because everybody, love is everything. Love is everything. Love is everything we touch. Love is the air we breathe. It's the light that we see. It's the love is everything, and it's truly manifested. It's truly visualized to others through the twin flame couples. These are the couples people look at. These are the divine couples. These are people that were brought together by the divine mother and father. These are special people. They are chosen to be together, to be the highest they can be, and to be a people who other people see and can mirror and understand what relationship is about, teamwork, what love is really about, what it's truly about. Oh, and as I said that, this is the card that comes out. Oh, and it's for the fire signs. So this was the other card that came out, and it is also a number 5. So we have a lot. We have the 11, right? For the twin flame, just as the validation there. We have the 6, the 5 and 3 to 8, right? The 6 and 3 to 9, that's 9. This is 5. So we have a lot of repeating energy here, like especially with the number 9, 2 9s here, 9s and the 11, and then the 2 5s, the coupling 2 5s, which should equal 10 for the completion. So to me, and that's exactly it, because you were at a number 9, and this here together going on, telling of the earth sign number 5 coming together with the elemental right here. Isn't she beautiful? Also as a number 5, come together in the completion of 10. So let's read about this. It's a good reading, you guys. You always expect it to be something like, because you always know there's things that you need to organize or make better in your life, just for it to be more perfect. I mean, you got everything lined up. Now you just need to have a more disciplined process. You know what I mean? So you're thinking, okay, Tuesdays I'm going to do laundry and everything. But this here is like this Candyland in you, gifting you at anything, and of course, most of all, the twin flame love, the twin flame. Your soulmate. And just having more fire energy behind that. We're going to read about this card as well. I keep going into the Spanish part of this. I wonder why. Alright, let's see. I just want that. I just want this. Still won't tell me anything. I know why. Sorry guys, I'm just wanting to read in on these cards. All of these decks are super new to me. I'm using them together, as I plan on using them a lot together. And this is the first one. For some reason, I'm not finding the elements in this one. Why? Sorry about this, guys. Oh, there it is. Okay. So, fire. This is what it says about our little elemental here, and she's pretty special. To me, this is a lot of what I see. I also work a lot with air. I am a Libra rising, and I have little sylphies that I see quite a bit, and these would be little illuminations of light that I can see a lot of meditation, and or if I'm out in the woods, I'm doing a ritual during a Sabbath or a moon ritual. These are the things that I see. So fire sign. So this is saying powerful, focused, powerful, focused, and intense. The energy of fire burns brightly and moves quickly. Passion, drive, desire to create, strong and sometimes scary emotions like anger are fueled by fire. If both destroys and purifies, which seems in opposition to the desire to create, but really is part of the creative process. Bring the quality of fire to a situation by taking action and doing what needs to be done. Being courageous by saying or doing scary but essential things that need expression. Being focused and determined to see something through to the end and honoring and following your passion. Do what needs to be done, guys. You gotta have action behind this, but also you need that passion of fire and fury. And just as the king, and it's so how lovely they are. They're already communicating to one another. This king is already communicating to you. And this is a reminder. Having the kind of fire and energy that we have, don't burn yourself out with the process. You know, don't burn down this and lose all of this and lose grounding and everything else. Because we can carry this kind of fire and energy and stay grounded as part of maybe we need to plant our intentions is as we are pushing and being very natural to who we are as far as when we desire something and the passion we have for something, someone or goal or a person, and we're manifesting this here is to just also maybe in some of the strategy and things we want to plant as far as seeds of intention are to make sure that we don't just burn ourselves out and burn the whole thing to the ground. Burn this up before it has a chance, if that makes sense. And because, like it says, and we had just said this here, fire can, push forward or it can destroy. And also talking about your anger, make sure that you are keeping that in check, especially through your communication. You never want to be that anyway when you're first anger is going to come into play in a relationship for sure, but not before you know and understand somebody and what's going on. Usually when you're angry about something, you need to go look inward anyway. So let's not express that outward. Look inward when you start to become angry. Do not communicate that or anything that's going to be negative. Be true to yourself. Speak your truth. But find a way of doing it that's positive, because you are dealing with a king here that is very sensitive. He may appear strong and he is everything that you see for sure, but underneath all those layers is somebody who does have who can be hurt almost like in a childlike way. So be mindful of this energy, but also embrace it and ride that. Anything, you guys, everything you want is coming to you. Absolutely. This is the time. You have brought all this that you come into your life up to this point that we started at the beginning of the year into fruition through your manifestation, especially the focus that they're asking. You don't have to take this focus. This is definitely a call out to those who know, and you know who you are, about the twin flame love. They're just at this, throw out what you think you need to change. When this full moon comes, we're going to be throwing out those bad habits. And they're really looking for yourself to, especially with this twin flame, as far as your communication and how you are appearing to yourself while speaking. Sometimes we speak our truth, we're being a little too harsh. We do have to find a way of communicating that is effective. And you know what? Does anybody really want to hurt another person, really, honestly? You don't have to be so blunt or whatever. So that's just this. And like I said, they're already talking to each other. They're already, that how beautiful it is that you two, if you've even met each other, are already working together. You're already working together. And they're just showing you where his key weaknesses are as far as what he may be fearful of in a partner, or what he needs is necessary in a partner. And she's doing the same, and they're even helping each other right now through this reading. How a couple works, how life works, how partnership works. They help each other with the things that are your weaknesses. They help you with your weaknesses. And that's what's going on here already. It's already going on there. And this Jupiter is just backing it all up. He's the one that says, oh, you want a candy bar? Here, take 5. Just lay it all out. You got it, booze. As long as you are putting it into action, don't let it burn up too quick. Watch your anger. Anything you want, you can have, fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. How wonderful. Congratulations. This is a beautiful reading, and you know what, guys? This is the first reading that I've done with these cards outside of anybody else, and I'm about ready to cry because this is beautiful. So spend the next couple of days, guys. Clean up your house. Clean yourself up. It's been really special. This is really special. I'm so happy for you, fire signs. Oh, I think I'm going to be known as the crying reader. I swear to God, if I can never stop crying. I'm so happy for you guys. Congratulations on your twin flame. And yeah, awesome. Set those intentions, guys. It's yours. Namaste, you all.